Hello, my fellow human beings, and welcome to episode 92 of The Best Blessed Life. I'm your best host, Kristen, and today's topic is, hey, Valentine, you treat Crispies just rice? Not cereally? Okay. I'm still working on them. Give me a break. They're hard. Before we get started, I want to thank you all for watching. Please continue to watch, comment, share, like, subscribe, ring that bell, and please pass them on to anyone you think that they would help. With that being said, I have a frog in my throat. Real quick. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. It's my magic bean juice. Okay. Now that I got the thank yous and the keep watchings and the subscribing stuff out of the way, we're going to get to our things to do today. We've got our, we've got our daily, what is happening? We have our daily inspirations from the last week. We're going to talk about strength is power, but not in the way that you think. I know, I like to do things differently, right? We're talking about cereal treats elevated, and the irony is not lost on me. But if you do it spelled upwards, it's detavily. And you'd be like, what does that spell? Because I tried it. And then, don't forget that all recipes are made for the very first time right in front of you. Now, I'm going to go over the rest. Excuse me, I am so sorry. I don't know what is happening. I'm going to go over the basic Rice Krispie treat recipe, but you know there's going to be substitutions, and that's where the fun comes in on this one, guys. Because I'm kind of thinking I'm being cursed. I'm kind of thinking of it as a fun way to do a Valentine's treat. And I'll explain that in a minute. But the basic recipe, and look at, I even have that in asterisk. Oh my word. 3 tablespoons of butter, 40 large or 5.5 cups, that's supposed to say, of mini marshmallows. I'm going to get my crap together today, I promise. And then 6 cups of Rice Krispie cereal, which I have an asterisk by. And then in a large saucepan, melt butter over low heat, which I was doing, and I'm going to turn it back on. Add marshmallows and stir until completely melted and remove from heat. Add cereal and stir until well coated. Using buttered spatula, which I thought was a great idea. I never thought about buttering it before. Or a wax paper, evenly press the mixture into a 13 by 9 inch pan that's coated with cooking spray. Cool, cut, and serve. And as you can see, I have asterisks by that. So my added steps are, I'm going to take a cookie scoop and make 1 inch size balls, and then I'm going to dip them in melted chocolate. But here is the added rub. So for the substitution for the 6 cups of Rice Krispie cereal, I am substituting. Do you know they had chocolate covered strawberry Cheerios? So, you get it? We're making crispy chocolate covered strawberry cereal bites dip. I don't know. You figure out the name. The titles are wiping me out here. So yeah, I'm going to get the butter back on. And then I'm going to add some chopped up freeze-dried strawberries. And the reason I use freeze-dried is because I feel like using fresh would kind of get the stuff all soggy. Alright. So speaking of soggy, okay, the peach hand pies from last week. Delicious. Frosting, complete disaster. So what I ended up doing was it didn't set, if you will. Like a glaze will get a little bit of a hardening to it, and this just stayed sticky and kind of puddled, and I think some of the peach pie filling was kind of running out through our holes, and just keeping it constantly wet. So what I did was I let as much of that happen as possible, meaning I waited a couple of days, and then what I did was I rolled them, actually twice, in powdered sugar, and it seemed to make it more glazy and a little bit harder. I mean, they're still delicious. They were so delicious. And then the other thing I forgot to tell you guys about was the eggnog bread pudding. Or I couldn't decide what to call it, because it was made with eggnog bread, and it had eggnog in it, in the custardy part of the bread pudding. Booyah. Let me tell you, it was so freaking good. Oh my gosh. One of my favorites all time. Only because, not only did I make the bread pudding, but I made the bread. So I felt like that was just taking it to another level, you know? And the bread itself worked perfect. I couldn't ask for better. Okay, my butter's all melted. And I really don't know really how much of marshmallow I have. I almost said mushroom. But mine are kind of on the older side, but I feel like they're still tasty. I mean, they still taste fine. And so what I thought I would do was use as much of this as possible, and it's way more, at least according to my measuring cup, than 5.5 cups. So what I'm going to do is, never told me to turn up the heat on to get the marshmallows coated. I guess that's going to be my other judge, is if I have enough butter to work with here. I'm going to turn this up a little bit. You got to turn up a little bit or it's never going to melt. Right? Y'all have made Rice Krispie treats before, right? I mean, we really don't need to go over this, but I thought it would be fun and different and tasty. I'm even debating about whether I'm going to put the strawberry, freeze-dried strawberries in the actual, as opposed to just mixing it with the cereal. I think the results would be pretty much the same. I really don't know, to be honest. Give me some feedback. I'm thinking about doing some live ones, guys, so in the comment section, let me know if you'd be interested in that. And then I have some other things on the back burner for now, but they're in the works. Okay? So I'm going to keep you posted on that. But overall, I'm having a good time. Keep subscribing. I like making treats for people, so this is a really fun time for me to connect with other people who like to make treats and hand them out. I'm debating on whether I should put some more in it. Gotta have more than that, I would think. I don't really know how close I was, because I tried to break them apart, and they were just so happy together they wouldn't do that. Oh, okay, so then the other thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna do the daily inspirations once I get these starting on the cooling process, I think. And then what I meant by strength is power is not what you think, but power, you know? It's one of those topics that's hard to explain, but if you're strong, then you know what I'm talking about. If you are somebody that is not confident about their strength, I just think that's what a lot of people are struggling with, is just being confident in knowing, oh yeah, maybe I am stronger than I think, you know? And we all are, in a sense, because we're all making it through every day, you know? And that's so important. But not just that is important, you know, it's how you do it, what you're doing. Are you accomplishing the things you want to accomplish? That kind of stuff, you know? Oh yeah, I gotta spin some of them. I better turn it down. I'm actually browning them, which I'm not sure I've ever done before, but I'm not sure if it's because my marshmallows aren't fluffy, or if my butter got a little too brown. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna hurt it any. Brown butter is delicious. It might be a little confusing with all these other flavors. It'll be like a toasted marshmallow. It should be fine, right? I do feel like I need more butter though. Is that weird? It is kind of giving that, no, I turned it. That effect of a s'more almost, even. Without me purposefully doing so, I promise. I'm sure it has everything to do with my marshmallows not being the greatest. But those are the kinds of things that never truly, it's not bad. I've made, I don't know if that's inappropriate what I just did, but I'm trying to get it greased up, you know? I forgot what I was even talking about. I was saying, talking about strength. And feeding off other people's strength is helpful too sometimes, you know, not taking their strength from them per se, but at least ouch, just burnt myself. Okay, here what I thought was going to be a great idea for using up of old marshmallows is not working out very well, guys. I might have to start over. I'm trying to get it. Maybe I used more marshmallow than I was supposed to, and I just need to throw in more butter. So sorry, I've lost my train of thought here. But we're talking about strength. And it being something you don't give away, but that you share, you know, with other people. And there's power in numbers, I feel like, you know? That's kind of mentality. You stinkers. I know this is going to work. I know it is. At least I have to have faith, right? Oh my goodness. I've never. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. Boo! I thought it was a good way to hang on to some old ones. It was a pretty decent sized bag. But it's just, the texture isn't right. And I don't want to. Okay. So what I'm going to do, since it's pretty hot, I'm sure marshmallows are hot, molten lava. Smells good. Anywho, where was I? I digress. I have brand new ones, don't worry. How many cups are in a bag? Let's ask ourselves that question. 9 servings per container. Okay, how many ounces? 10. That doesn't really help me because should measure them by their fluffiness, right? I mean, I do have another bag. So I'm not stressed. I'm not stressed. There might just have been something about the texture change. I'm hoping. Either that or I'm doing something severely wrong. Well, that's 5. I think it is going to be just a whole bag. And if not, I mean, you're really telling me I have to save like the 10 marshmallows? I don't think so. Alright. Get out of there. Alright, well, once she cools down, I'll throw her away. The color isn't even right. So I guess I'm happy that I found this out. And I haven't really ruined my pan, although it does have some butter in it that I don't know if will help me or hurt me. And I have to melt more butter. 3 tablespoons. Come on. So, you know, they're nice for like if you're making your own packets of cocoa. That's always works nicely. Turn this back on. Get that going. If this doesn't work, we have a problem. Set this back here, just in case. It looks so funny over there too. It's very shiny. All right. Well, while we're waiting for the butter to melt, I guess I could start my. Let me get this old stuff off here too. My daily inspirations. And we're going to start with Thursday the 2nd. The notion of having work-life harmony in a highly competitive economy is a first-class topic. Satya Nadella. Let's have days and days of brilliant clarity, etched and limpid, cool and surgical. Richard Burton. Here's a simple truth. When you surround a good idea with brilliant people, it changes. No matter how much you plan, great ideas have a mind of their own. Mark Randolph. I think every brilliant mind is a little bit crazy. Mirai Nagasu. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Nagasu. I don't know where I got the other one from. The 6th, how we learn has nothing to do with how brilliant we are. Henry Winkler. Tuesday, the 7th, I keep things moving along with a serious, loving, caring, and brilliant man, a fierce group of friends, and really strong coffee. Wangechi Mutu. If someone is young and brilliant and imaginative, he will be listened to even if he's a little unorthodox. Reinhard Selten. There you have it. Okay, let's see how our butter's doing because I don't want us to get off. Alright, you're going to have to hang on there, buddy. That was what I went downstairs for. It's crunchy time for my bunny, and I didn't realize it. Okay, so now we're pouring in our schmallows. Our fresh schmallows. And we're supposed to stir them. Oh, see, you know, one of the differences I see already is that because they're separated, the butter kind of coats each individual one a little bit better than, you know. And I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. So, I think that was our main issue, I hope. Because it's coating it so much nicer. You know, they're still individual. You know, they're not as, I don't know. It was a weird texture. Watch this turn out to be the same thing, and I don't remember what making cereal treats is like. I used to make these for the kids for band all the time. I came up with a fun s'more one using Golden Grahams. Did I use like Hershey's? Not Hershey's, but I think I just used chocolate chips, and then of course you have the marshmallow. And then what I did was I made them, I covered them in the marshmallow, and then proceeded to like toast the marshmallow in under the broiler. I just have done chocolate dipped ones before. I've used all different kinds of cereal, which is nice because if you have boxes that are not stale per se, but you got a lot of not whole bowls full. You know what I mean? And it's a nice way to finish them all up, add them all together, especially if it makes sense. I think if I had extra chocolate or extra strawberry, or they have they have some new flavors. They have a frosted one. They're supposed to be coming out. I swear I saw one about a frosted lemon or lemon frosting. I'm not sure which it was. Yeah, it's becoming a little bit more liquid than the other ones were. The ball looks the same though, I have to say. But it's supposed to be all melted. And my arms are getting tired. I know. So yeah, I've used all different kinds for the band, Fruit Loops, possibly. Oh yeah, these are liquefying, much nicer. And then we turn the heat off to add the cereal. And I'm going to add of course, the freeze-dried. Oh yeah, this is so much prettier. Oh my goodness. I was going to get strawberry marshmallows, but I didn't know if that would be overkill. I kind of think it would have been cool. But maybe add in the freeze-dried stuff. I'm almost thinking I might, if it works, I might even, I think my microphone is hitting the handle, but if it works, I might use roll them in some crushed strawberry dust. Makes any sense? Just got a couple more. Alright, I think I got it. I think I got it. Alright, and then I'm gonna turn it off, and then I'm gonna stir these in first, am I? I don't know. I think I should really get the cereal in there. Oh, heck. I'll just do them all at once. I'm hoping it'll spread pretty evenly. Yeah, pretty pretty, guys. Already, I say that. Oh, that was I'm gonna say 3/4 of a cup. And I probably could have even done more. But if I'm gonna do the, a lot of marshmallow. If I'm gonna do the dusting of it, I don't think I need to worry about adding any more into the mix itself. Come on, schmellows. Oh gosh, it smells so good. It smells so strawberry-ish. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I really like that. I wonder if it's gonna soften them up a little bit. I can't wait to try it after it's cooled off and we've done our number on it. I think I don't know. It seems to keep puddling at the bottom, so I'm trying to get it. Okay, I think I'm good. And then I have the 13 by 9 inch pan here. And then I'm gonna have a hard time doing this, I have a feeling. I think I said that every time I made these too. They kind of look like little glazed donuts. Alright, come on. If I could just get you there. Ooh, that helps. Oh, look at that. Okay. I should have sprayed my spatula before I started stirring, I guess. Because I have a bunch on there. This isn't really a spatula either. So that's another faux pas I made. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to stick this in here, but I gotta get it spread out. I didn't plan ahead. What the heck is wrong with you? I'm just gonna make a run for it, guys. Because I don't want to miss all these. Okay, but I do have to start spreading. It does set pretty quickly if I remember correctly. Like on your finger. I gotta get this one. Oh my gosh. Talk about sticky. Maybe I gotta spray it in here. Hoping it'll help. And really, I don't need to worry about it too much because I'm gonna hopefully be able to change the shape of it shortly. Okay. I think we did it. Woohoo! Oh my goodness. It won't come off my finger. Okay. So, the only thought I have though is that I should probably be thinking about how hard it's going to be to make them. Into the ball shape I'm looking for. So I'm wondering if it almost makes sense. Almost. Not quite sure. This is pretty hot still. I don't want to put it in this sink. I have mostly plastics in there. Okay. Let's just see if I can, where I don't even have to roll them. You know, I just have to, they don't have to be beautiful, right? This I probably should have sprayed, but I'd be worried to get some too greasy. Alright, you gotta let go of my finger though. I think it's almost better sooner rather than later. Somebody else over there agrees with me. Except now. Oh my gosh. My golly. I don't really want to spray this the whole time. But if I don't, I'm gonna have a hard time. I think I'm just gonna have to suck it up and use my hands. I'll probably get more of a ball shape anyway, and I won't ruin my. Just have to butter them up. They could use the grease anyway. It's a matter of just getting the measurement right, but those aren't probably a tablespoon either, you know. See if I can get them a little more smushed. I think my ball's a little bigger. Again, working against the clock here, so I don't know how fancy I'm going to make my. It's almost like making popcorn balls, right? I don't know if I've ever done that. They keep getting bigger. Maybe I could just I don't know. Yeah, I could have probably used more freeze-dried strawberries. Alright, yeah, now they're coming to the point where I don't know if they're going to stick together. Forfig-Nugan. I'm just going to have to I'm racing the clock here, people. Maybe spreading them out wasn't such a good idea. But I think I had like one bowl of cereal out of this box, and I still had enough to make. Yeah, they're getting bigger. They're like mini popcorn balls with no popcorn. It is going faster than trying to use the scooper, I'm going to have to say. Except the first ones with the scooper are smaller. I don't know. I guess you don't need a ton of them, right? If people like them, I can always make more. This recipe's pretty easy to follow. It's more the time crunch that's probably in play more than anything. I mean, how can you mess up cereal and strawberries and such? I mean, if I could, I'd probably find a way, but like using those marshmallows, I think would have been a bad idea. Thank goodness we caught it in time and didn't put it on the cereal, because then I would have had to go get some. Alright, so while I'm rolling these balls, I guess I could have taken myself off camera for that. But I guess I could talk to you about strength a little bit and how I feel stronger than I ever have, and personal training, while made me physically fit, and I would say to this day still pretty physically fit, it also helped with my overall feeling strong as far as personally, like your character, you know, you feel like you've made it through several storms and have come out the other side knowing how to handle some things better, maybe how to remind yourself what you've learned from each time that you've gone through something, because those are really what make you or help you to be the strongest you can be. It's not when you're living the high life and, you know, everything is handed to you. And nobody has that life, trust me. No matter how rich you are, I still don't feel like you have everything you're looking for. I feel like you sacrifice some things in your life for that money. So you're earning it more than one way. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. And in actuality, we're all struggle with something. I mean, I don't think you can go through this life unscathed. If you have, I want to hear from you. And I want to know exactly how you did it. Because, man. And I'm the type of person that while I struggle and I find it so freaking hard to go through all that stuff, the lesson on the other side is just so important that I welcome the aftermath, in a sense, because that is where you sit down and you reflect. And speaking of reflecting, I'm on a bit of a schedule. My problem with the journal is writing a couple days in a row is just not good for my body. But even if I said hello, I'm here, some days I'll feel better about it than just leaving it blank. But when you come out the other side and you're thinking and you're reflecting about, you know, where or how you got to where you were, how you want to change things, what's going to make the biggest difference, and when you sit down and you write all that stuff out, you think to yourself, wow, okay, I'm earning my wings here, so to speak. Not in the sense that I'm leaving this planet or anything, just in the sense that I'm understanding the process of why we go through the things that we do. I really think God is sitting there pointing stuff out to us and saying, you know what, you really need to work on this. And then that's what he ends up doing. He just makes you work on it. You know? And if you have other beliefs as far as who or what you believe, maybe even so, whatever is your, I don't want to say higher power, but whatever is your way of dealing or who you talk to, that can all be reflected the same way, you know? It just depends on who you're talking to about it. Because a lot of people are not going to understand your issue or what you've gone through. Let's see here. I think they're all relatively, except for the first ones I did, are all relatively the same size. And maybe I can make this one the normal size, and then I can add it to the, oh, there's like 4 that are small though. Let's just add a little bit to each one. It's probably already set, but that's okay. Just making them a little bigger. But I think we're all meant to go through what we go through. Not for hurtful reasons, but to, as almost like a guide or a definition of what your situation is. My hands have never been so soft, I'm sure. They're completely covered in grease. All right. Funny thing is I don't really know if we need this. And I'm going to try and get my marshmallows in the garbage can real quick, so bear with me. Okay. I just didn't want that stuck there forever, which I was fearing the worst. Oh my goodness. So, that's what I think. I feel like strength is given, not given, but handed out. No, that's pretty much given. Decided upon based on what based on what you have to accomplish in your life. That lesson is in there somewhere. I don't know if I said that right. Alright, I'll do that later. So, if that makes any sense at all, I hope it does. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break because I'm going to get some strawberry dust together. And then I'm also going to make the chocolate off camera because I've made it for y'all. It's the same chocolate. I think I do a cup of chocolate chips to 1 tablespoon of coconut. I use coconut oil. But maybe a little more coconut oil if you want it to be glossier. So, alright. And that also makes like the magic shell. Using the coconut oil and the chocolate chips. That's just basically the magic shell recipe. You know that squirty syrup for the ice cream. Alright, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. See you in a minute. Alright, now in the meantime, while I was off camera, I not only crushed up the strawberries and got the chocolate ready, but I cleaned up all my pots and pans so I don't have to do that later. They're ready to go. Alright, now, if this works, I'll probably crap my pants because, you know, my track record, 1 on, 1 off. Alright, so I tried to pulverize them as much as possible, and I'm hoping we can just kind of give them a little roll, so to speak. And they're not getting, like, covered all over. And if you can, just shake the rest of it off. they're pretty well set. So that's good for the chocolate portion of this exercise. And then we're going to dip it. I forgot to grab 2 forks. Usually use 2 forks to do this. And probably not such a tall container, but I was melting the chocolate. I want to also get it out of there before it gets too, chocolate gets too, or the cereal gets too smushy. And then, whoop, shit, shoot. You're gonna have to watch my potty mouth every once in a while. It will come out. I talk more potty than you would think. Okay, and then just gonna drop it. Oh no, we forgot the strawberries. Oh poop. And we're not gonna go back now, sorry. We're gonna have one without the strawberry dust. I should have done all the dusting first. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put you all on pause again. Sorry, I'm gonna try and keep my chocolate going. And I'm gonna get them all dusted with the strawberries real quick. Just makes more sense. All right, quick tip. I think I have a better way of doing it. So I was able to pulverize the strawberries up a little better. And then I think I'm gonna be able to coat 3 in a row. Just shake them in there. And then take them out. Oh, that's way better, guys. Oh, look at that. They're actually pink now. It's so fun. Okay. Be on your way. I'll be back. Don't leave. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back. All right, I'm back, guys. So all I have left to do is just get these guys all coated and taste test one for you. But in the meantime, before I leave you, I feel like talking about strength and also realizing that, you know, you can't accomplish things alone. You know, it has helped me to feel stronger, knowing that you guys are out there feeling the same way or doing different things. Share them with me. I'd love to hear how you guys kind of deal with rough situations. Okay? I think it would be great for all of us to get tips and tricks and ways to... I know music is a big, solid foundation in our family. So I know that we all have our tunes that we listen to or artists we listen to that cheer us up and make the day go by a little better. And yeah, so that's our trick. My goal is still to keep going on all my challenges here and try and accomplish different things with the journaling. It's not, I don't think it's going to be an everyday thing for me, just for the simple fact that it's just hard to write. Not because I don't know what I'm saying, but just because physically speaking, it's not the most fun thing for me to do. So I'm going to figure out what works best. I've tried pens. Pencils are my go-to just because I can erase if I, you know, while my thoughts get ahead of my pen or my pen gets ahead of my thoughts, whatever it may be. You know, a lot of times I'm missing words and I'm trying to figure out what the heck I was trying to say there. So I want to write, and I want to write pretty much daily and set goals for myself daily, because we all want to feel like we're getting somewhere. You know, and I realize too, my sad thing is that I shouldn't really try these, but I gotta give you some feedback, and I'm out of chocolate right now, so I'm kind of struggling to get this one done, even, or where I got him from, for that matter. But for some reason, the chocolate isn't setting. All right, well, I'm gonna put you on pause again until I'm done making them and setting them, and then I'll come back and try it. Let you know how they are. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, I'm back. Before I left, I did mention that I shouldn't really be trying these because I'm supposed to be on a soft food diet. But I'm hoping this one, since it kind of got like, I don't know if I could try one. I'm going to give it my best shot. Here we go. I probably tried the only one that doesn't have the strawberry. Because remember, there was one I didn't put any strawberry dust on. I was worried about it being too sour. Hopefully this one had some stuff on it. I can't really tell. Okay, so here's the dilemma. While the strawberry dust is sour, the chocolate is very, what do I want to say? It's not it does overpower it a little if there isn't any strawberry dust on there. Because you wouldn't get much strawberry flavor from the actual strawberry cereal. But actually, that wasn't too bad to... I think I'm wearing more of it. You're gushed out. That's what I would say. They need actually more strawberry. Sorry. Especially if you're using like a semi-sweet. Especially if you're using a semi-sweet chocolate. But other than that, texture is pretty decent if you can chew things. And flavor is good. I don't know, I like them. What would I change? Like I said, if this one didn't have the strawberry coating on it, that might be why it's a little... well, why it's a little overpowering. And I think the other thing I would do is put the some strawberry dust or use strawberry marshmallows in the marshmallow. So I'd either put the strawberry dust in the marshmallow or I'd buy strawberry marshmallows. I think that might be your solution. Or just to buy a box of the regular strawberry Cheerios and put that in there. Either way, I think they're pretty tasty. I'm wondering if dipping just half of it would have been better. Because then they wouldn't have the chocolate all the way around. Things to ponder till next week. Alright guys, I guess that's it. And with that, all I have to say is... oh, we talked about strength. I just want to touch base real quick. And maybe in the comment section below, put down what helps give you strength. Is it family? Is it friends? Is it music? Is it books? Is it time alone to just yell at yourself or, you know, talk to whomever? I'd like to hear some suggestions because it is important for me to, as I grow, become stronger. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Come back hopefully next week. And with that, I want you guys to have a good day. Go do great things. Be your best self. And please live your best blessed life. Thanks for watching. Bye.